A show of force by Brazil's strongman president. Adoring fans brave the torrential rain. For them, he's the legend, but right-wing populist Jair Bolsonaro is trailing in the polls.
Brasil acima de tudo, Deus acima de todos.
Bolsonaro has insinuated he won't accept defeat. He claims his left-wing opponent, known simply as Lula, will transform Brazil into a failed communist state. It's a message resonating with his base, but that critics say is fueling hatred.
Bolsonaro's been telling his supporters that this is a battle between good and evil. Political tensions have already been turning violent with a spate of murders in recent weeks, and there are fears things could get even worse.
É fraude! Se ele ganhar, é fraude! E nós não vamos aceitar! E não vai ter exército para nos segurar! Aqui não vai virar Venezuela, não! Você entendeu?
Bolsonaro, just like Trump, has repeatedly warned without evidence the election could be stolen.
Bolsonaro, let's go! Brazil! Brazil!
For his supporters, he's standing against entrenched corruption and liberal values.
Nós aqui somos contra a liberação das drogas, nós somos contra a liberação do aborto, nós somos contra a ideologia de gênero.
It's Bolsonaro's hardline stance on LGBTQ rights that's won him crucial support from rapidly growing ultra-conservative Christians. In Niterói, not far from Rio, religion meets rock concert. As one of Brazil's latest evangelical churches is inaugurated.
Durante 4 anos, eles fazem leis para poder beneficiar a agenda gay. Depois da inauguração,
Pastor Silas Malafaia is one of Bolsonaro's closest allies. Both are accused of homophobia. Religion here is big business. His church has millions of followers.
Mr. Bolsonaro once said to a female politician, "I wouldn't even rape you because you don't deserve it." Is that the kind of statement that Jesus would approve of?
vai ver o que a deputada disse para ele para receber esse nível de resposta. Eu não apoio o candidato a Deus. Eu apoio um ser humano que tem defeitos e eu boto na balança virtudes e defeitos.
In the streets of Rio, what's cost Bolsonaro support isn't just divisive rhetoric, but how hard life has become since his disastrous handling of the pandemic.
Além do aumento do número de pessoas, a gente vê que pessoas que nunca viveram nas ruas passaram a viver nas ruas.
Around 33 million Brazilians are going hungry, according to one study. Bolsonaro has ramped up social spending ahead of the elections, and the economy is now actually doing better than it was. But many feel that Bolsonaro simply doesn't really care about poor people. In a recent interview, he asked skeptically, "Have you ever actually seen a poor person begging for bread?"
Thiago used to work as a cook. When he lost his job due to COVID, he also lost his home.
Eu nunca imaginei passar uma situação dessa assim de rua. Você acha que você tem tudo, mas você não tem nada, entendeu?
Do you think things will get better after the elections?
Tirando o Bolsonaro. Hoje em dia ninguém se come uma carne está ao preço das alturas. Hoje em dia é muito difícil as coisas com o Bolsonaro governando.
É o que todo mundo quer, é o que todo mundo quer.
A return to the good times. That's Lula's promise to his supporters. Outside Brazil's oldest school of samba, a packed crowd waits for the former two-time president. He left office hugely popular, but was then found guilty of corruption. The conviction was overturned, and for those here, his re-election is a fight to reclaim Brazil's soul.
Has Brazil changed a lot since Bolsonaro's been in power?
Muito, tá pior. Falta de respeito, aumentou o feminicídio, aumentou o número de crianças analfabetas, a fome. Ele é só tristeza, ele não traz esperança para o brasileiro.
When Lula was in power, he did lift millions out of poverty, but it was fueled by a global boom. He's inspired hope, but not set out any plans on how he'll now tackle the country's economic woes. Protecting the Amazon, though, he insists, will be a priority. Under Bolsonaro, levels of destruction have been the highest for more than a decade.
A gente vai explorar aquele ecossistema, explorar a biodiversidade. A gente pode ganhar muito mais do que derrubar uma árvore.
Many fear Lula's likely victory could be marred by claims of fraud and violence.
Pista quente.
Bolsonaro's son has called on the soaring number of gun owners to become volunteers. At this shooting club, they say they'd never use their weapons, but don't rule out events akin to Trump supporters storming Capitol Hill.
Você invadiria grupo, o parlamento? E claro, manifestar. É uma forma justa, né? Agora, sem machucar alguém, sem armamento, isso aí não tem sentido.
Bolsonaro once said the future is victory, prison or death. Tense days lie ahead.